Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my nighttime routine, and this is my routine 7 days a week. It does change depending on if my husband David is in town for work, and in that case I would have him to participate in baths, teeth brushing, pajamas, and dinner, etc. So typically our nights look something like this. The first thing I do is start cooking dinner, and usually I start around 4:30 and it's done by 5:30. If I am alone, then it takes longer for me to cook because I have to watch the kids and cook at the same time. So tonight we had an easy semi-homemade pizza night. And this is not a normal dinner in our house, but when I'm on my own for weeks on end, I get pretty exhausted by dinner and by the end of the week. So I might have this once a month. So here I'm adding fresh veggies, tomatoes, olives, mushrooms, and Monterey Jack cheese. And then when it's done and I pull it out of the oven, I'll usually add like Parmesan cheese and some garlic salt. So you'll see me do that. The next thing I do is fill up our cups with water before we head to bed in a little bit, and then I fill up my son's cup with water. I usually do ice water with lemon. It just feels so good to be hydrated throughout the night. I can roll over and take some drinks of water if I need it. I am exclusively still breastfeeding my daughter, so I need to hydrate a lot. Look at this delicious pizza, you guys. You have to try this. This is so delicious when you add your own fresh vegetables on here. And, you know, obviously you can add anything you want to this. So next I'm going to grab our applesauce because we're having a little appetizer before we have our pizza. James was getting a little hungry, and the baby, she snacks on applesauce every once in a while. She doesn't love it. She'll only take a few bites, but it's just kind of like getting her taste buds used to eating different foods. And so I usually mix it with banana, but tonight I just fed them both right from the island here, and we just hung out and ate our little snack before the pizza gets done.
Perfect, perfect.
I am checking the pizza here to see how crispy it is getting on the bottom, because when you have a sheet pan underneath the pizza, it won't allow the crust to get crispy. So here I'm just checking it and making sure that it's doing what I want it to do. And then I'm going to head over to do our drinks for dinner. I love to have chocolate milk with my pizza. It's like a grade school thing. I don't know if you guys remember that when you were in grade school, but we always had pizza and chocolate milk with brownies. I don't know what it is about that taste, but I just love it. And then I made my son this strawberry grape juice. This is one of his favorites lately. So while we're eating, we talk about our day and then what we're going to be doing the following day and how we're going to prepare tonight when we go to bed for tomorrow. And then we love to help our kids learn how to clean up after themselves. So James loves to clean up his plate because he gets rewarded for it, and he has gotten so good at doing that. So we are just sitting here enjoying our dinner, and don't you love my little tablescape for Valentine's Day? It's so beautiful with fresh flowers, and they smell so good while we're eating dinner. And when we're done with dinner, I usually try to clean up just a little bit. I put a hot sink of water here so I can soak the dishes before I put them into the dishwasher. And then we move to getting ready for jammies, and I clean the kiddos up. And usually I do Selah first because she's the easiest. So I will wipe her down with a washcloth and brush her teeth, and James usually helps me do that. Once I'm done with Selah, then we move into the bathroom to brush James's teeth, and look at how good he is at brushing and flossing his teeth. I am just so proud of the way that he has grown this past year and how responsible he is for doing all of his little So last but not least, I get ready for bed after the kids, and so here I am getting my beautiful cozy white robe on from Ulta, and then I put my hair up so that I can wash my face and put on a mask, and then we head over to the bed and read stories, and then we turn out the lights, and then I head to go edit and clean the kitchen. Selah's given me the cue that she's ready to eat and to go to sleep. So I usually feed her while I finish up reading stories with James, and then she falls asleep and I go to the other side of the bed and snuggle with James a little bit before he falls asleep. And he is sleeping in our room on the floor on a crib mattress. We have his comforter and pillow and his little stuffed animals all set up on our floor next to our bed. He is transitioning this year to sleeping in his room, so that is one of his goals for this year, is to sleep in his room like a big boy. After Selah falls asleep, I usually put her in her pack and play, which is on my side of the bed. This night, I just laid her in the bed because I knew I was going to be snuggling with James, and then I put her in her pack and play later when I went to go clean up the kitchen. So I just go over to James and I lay with him and we talk and he tells me stories, and I always tell him and I ask him questions about like what he's going to dream about and things like that because he's had nightmares. And so I usually try to talk to him about having good dreams and happy dreams and things like that. And then we hug and we sing and we talk about fun things that we're going to be doing. And then he usually falls right to sleep in my arms. After both kids are asleep, I head to the bathroom to wash my face and put on my mask before I head out to the kitchen to start cleaning. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I did fall asleep with James for a couple hours actually, and I got up at 3 a.m. and cleaned the rest of my kitchen. And I do this because when I wake up in the morning, I know that I haven't slept for that long, but it usually only takes me about 30 minutes to clean up the kitchen. But I get so behind if I don't have the kitchen cleaned when I'm awake in the morning. So I just get up and I do it in the middle of the night when I can get it done really quick while the kids are sleeping. decided to clean my oven while I was up and cleaning in the kitchen, and just to get this chore done because my stove was pretty messy. It had grease and all kinds of things splattered everywhere, so I just decided to get this done while I was up cleaning. Finally, here you guys, I am adding some essential oils to my sink. I love this scent, peppermint and lavender. It just helps your sink smell really, really fresh, and also it has properties that can help with relaxation and stress, and then it just gives your kitchen a nice smell. So since I was already awake, I just decided to do some editing and working in my planner and getting some things on my list for the week to do. And then I'm just reading over my devotionals here because sometimes I really need it before I go to bed, but I love just sitting here and not having any interruptions or any noise and being able to focus. The last thing I do before I head to bed is go into the bathroom and wash off my face mask for the night and moisturize my face. And then I jump into my cozy warm bed and fall fast asleep because I am very tired, you guys. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I will be getting up around 7:30, 8:30 if I'm lucky, and hopefully I will have gotten enough sleep for the night. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
No, no.